I'm currently picturing Oaxaca like holding their bags out in front.
Oh no, he is waiting at the exit of the ride, and before they go in, he just says, "I'll wait at the exit. I want to check out the shooting range." Like just matter of factly.
Okay, bye.
The boring
See you
boyfriend
later.
at Six Flags. 6 Flags.
15.
15. And Luna?
1 sec, sorry. Survival. That's gonna be a nat 20, 25.
Oh, very
23,
nice.
23, 23, 23.
Is that, regardless,
is that the first nat 20 of the campaign?
I think that might be the second, actually.
That's the second. I think I rolled one.
Okay.
There was one before, and then this is the second one. So that's really good because your first
I rolled one too.
Oh,
on
what?
performance.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, on the performance with the skirt.
That's right.
Be blessed.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
So the first room in the Fungeon is a house of mirrors, a hall of mirrors.
Oh no.
And you kind of like Andy, you see Luna almost meditate into a very zen mindset as they are able to sense which direction truly is the right path, as people you're passing by are bumping into the mirror walls and not quite knowing exactly where they're going. But Luna's sense of direction knows left, right, stop here, turn around the corner. That's going to end up being a reflection. And in like a minute or two, you easily get into the next room.
How did you do that? It was bloody brilliant.
Magic.
Okay. That tracks, yeah.
So now there are a series of you've come to the first treasure room. There are a series of boxes. Some are a little more rusty latched, others are a little bit more ornate. Obviously they're not very they don't look like they're actual treasure chests, but they're definitely made to look like, these are hand-me-downs or things they found in stores that they brushed up real nice. Not a great job, but nice enough. And you do see that a sign says, "Pick a treasure at your peril."
I mean, it's a place called the Fungeon. How much peril could there really be?
It's true. It's true. You pick.
All right.
You've got 4 boxes in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a d4.
Oh, geez. All right. How do I not have one?
This is the best part about these particular types of things, is that there's a lot of rolling, so we get the most out of our dice with these.
Heck yeah.
All right. 3.
All right, so you go to the third box. Would you like to check for traps?
Yes, I would.
All right, let's roll perception.
All right.
Or investigation, excuse me.
All right. Either way. Investigation. That's a 16.
16. As you kind of like take a second to look, it seems pretty plain to see as a open and shut case of a literal open and shut case. And you go to touch the lock, but you realize a little bit just before you touch it that there is kind of like a little like air coming, like pushing this flimsy lock from behind it. and you kind of look around, and there are like some little twigs or sticks that seem unassuming, but it looks like those are supposed to assist you. And as you take one and just kind of lift it up slowly, you hear, and just before it opens up this like puff of smoke and like a little like Jack-in-the-Box type clown with a little sign that says "loser" on it. But
That's not kind.
You have to be rude.
Nice.
Oh, you lose the game. Yeah. Loser.
and you realize, picked the wrong box.
Oh, I didn't know there was like a right box.
It seemed like they were all treasure, and we had to just take one.
Like disarm it, right, or something.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
all right, next room.
I guess we'll
All
that
right.
was lame. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Let's go.
That's a 1 star for that room.
I would like you guys to make a. Okay, so you go through the door, and it is a straight tunnel that is like it's this just tubular tunnel that is of what seems to be just lit rock, like this glowing phosphorus-covered rock, with a wooden plank bridge set from one side to the other side. And as you go through that first, the first door into this rock tunnel, all of a sudden there is a bright shimmer from the glow of the rock, and the whole tunnel feels like it's starting to rotate. So I need both of you to do a wisdom saving throw. See what your orientation is from this dizzying room.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a 7.
Ooh.
I also rolled the 7.
Ooh, okay, so
Best
This is
friends
gonna-
forever.
Thanks, bestie.
it's gonna be a little rough trying to get your wits about you as you try to focus right on the center door so that the orientation doesn't feel like the whole room is shifting to the left. But eventually you get there, and you're just gonna feel a bit of a strong headache towards after you get out of the room. But
I was promised fun, and that was not fun.
Not fun at all. Negative 7 stars.
We're
now.
not doing too well here.
Now in this next treasure room, there are hanging from the ceilings these little keys from different bits of string, all just hanging about like just above your head. And then on the wall surrounding you, randomly placed, are what look like cubby doors with locks on them.
Are there any keys that look different, or are they all different?
Make an investigation check.
All right. Oh, yes. 19 plus 2, 21.
Wow. Okay. As you really kind of like take a look at each key that's hanging, and it's not the best lit room, obviously on purpose, but you do notice that one of the keys is the only one to have a small jewel embedded on the top of it.
Lena, do you see? So looking at all the keys, do you see that one? It's got like a jewel on it. I think
Got a
that's
glimmer. Yes.
yeah. I think that's the only one. Like, do you think like you're supposed to like take it,
We'll take it and
like open
we would have to find which one it goes to.
which box?
Which box? Can we like reach up and grab it?
Yeah, go for it.
Can we check first for traps?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Check for traps first.
Yeah, let's so what do I roll for? What am I rolling?
Can I help check for traps?
Yeah, I will say give me an investigation with advantage because she's helping you.
Okay.
Okay, so you realize like okay, it does seem like just take the key and you go for it carefully, but they're all pretty close together. So when you grab one, it kind of gets hooked onto a little bit of another one, and you think like, okay, hold on, just a minute, but when you bring it down, eventually, the keys just chime together a little bit like a wind chime. Nothing happens.
So can I break it off the string, or is it
Yeah,
already
it just
off?
kind of comes down with the string, and the string is attached to it, so it's no longer on the ceiling.
Okay. Can I investigate the boxes? Just
Yeah.
one
So
more
look,
box.
look for the matching boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to determine that the jewel-tipped key is going to match to a jewel-tipped lock, which you do eventually find.
There are.
As the rest are pretty much false locks. And with a simple open up, you see that there is inside a small little pouch.
Ooh,
I really hope it doesn't say you lose inside.
that would be so lame.
Okay.
What's in it?
So Luna's gonna untie it and then open it up.
Roll a D100 for me, Luna.
Okay. That's 52.
So you
It's
pull
a
out
task.
a single earring that's shaped like a smiling mouth.
Oh, this is weird.
It's rather unique.
Yes, it's a little. Huh. Should we hold on to it?
Did we get like rules as far as like
You
treasure
can
was
see that,
concerned? Like,
it's kind of this formulaic of go into succeed through a room, find a treasure. Succeed through a room, find a treasure. And this is 2 of 3.
we can like
Right.
keep the treasure,
Oh, yeah,
right?
it seems like this is exactly what it was intended to do. Like you want to
All right.
Do we want to? Is it? Do you like it?
Pretty nice.
It's sure. I mean, generally, like I like to wear earrings as pairs, but
Right. So do I. It's like a jib.
Oh, you know what? You know what though? You know what though? You know what? You know who that would look really good on?
A Walker.
Oh, definitely a Walker. Definitely a Walker. Definitely a Walker. Yeah, let's keep it. We can give it to him. Mhm.
Cuts real
Luna
quick
kinda
to
puts in
Oaxaca outside of the as you're just hearing like little small traveling like marching band going by. They
I just-
are not that good, but they are handing out flyers. End of the day, battle of the bards. End of the day, battle of the bards. And it's
I
just
grab
like,
I grab one of it and look at it, and I look up and I go, "Tune your tuba."
sorry.
And then as they pass by, I look at the ad, and all of a sudden I feel like a shiver go up my spine as I somehow, like that feeling you get when someone mentions your name but you're not in a room, and I go, and I just
Smash cut.
continue-
Back into the dungeon.
All right.
You ahead of you is what seems to be the third and final final room, and it is pretty open. And there's this it looks like just a huge pile of gray rocks all on the floor. But there is not too far on the other side the exit. That's a
Luna-
simple 3x3 room, just filled with like rocks and what replacing the floor.
Do you think someone broke it?
Luna looks down at their like very falling apart sandals and just goes, broke what?
No,
See a
like,
little
do you think
bit
that?
of steam come from between some of the rocks?
Oh, I was gonna say like I thought like perhaps someone broke like what's supposed to be here, but I don't think so.
All right, no, it looks different than that.
Top the exit on the other side is a leap of faith to your final reward.
Do you have some water? Maybe you can shape some water, see if it.
Actually,
steams?
I do have water skin. Yeah. So I take out from my bag. I have a water skin.
All right. Can you?
Well, if it's very hot,
Yeah, that won't do anything. Never mind.
it would just evaporate, right?
Well, I just want to check, but
I mean,
it is
sure,
kinda-
yeah. So, I will actually open the water skin, and I will pull some water out using shape water, and just a little bit, and like just kind of like spritz it.
Yeah.
Flashes across the rocks. You see the wavering illusion shimmer as it just hits the floor.
Oh, well, that's
Perfect. Let's go.
great.
Perfect.
So we just walk on through.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
But should we just walk on through?
I mean, it seems like we should check something first. That seems too easy.
Well, okay.
This house of tricks. Surely this is the last one. We solved it.
We solved the puzzle.
Oh, that was close.
Sure. Do a perception check to get a scope of the room. Both of you can, or one can do it with advantage.
Luna got. Oh. Okay. Yes. 16.
Okay. You take a quick scope, and you do notice that there are these little, like, holes kind of embedded on the walls on the left and right side.
Perfect.
Like, just kind of
Alright.
sporadically placed, it seems.
Should we freeze the walls? I
Can
don't think we can do that. That's wrong. Sorry.
we check for traps or something? Is there like a?
It
I mean, that
almost-
pretty much kind of was the check for traps. That
Oh,
Right,
well,
it's,
that's the trap. Can we
they're
check to
needles.
disarm the trap?
They might be needles.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, like something that's going to poke at us or something,
Right.
which also is not fun. So,
No,
like,
it's-
again,
Dumb
No,
ride. Dumb
this is
ride.
not the point.
This is a New
How
Jersey
anno-
style of fun.
It's not fun.
this
Um,
is the action park of this world.
Yeah, like, I just don't
That's a Jersey
understand.
reference just for us, folks.
Yeah, action park.
Come for fun, stay for the broken collarbone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it says
We have
leap.
something.
It says like leap of
leap.
faith, right? So do we have to like
So it
jump
looks like it's about
over it?
10 feet end to end.
I can't jump that far.
No,
Does he think I am?
I think I might. I could swim that far. Do we have enough water to fill this entire room?
I know.
All right.
I mean, we can make shapes with it.
You do hear there's a couple people behind you like, come on, we want to get to our treasure, come on.
You know what? You can just wait.
Do you have
Okay.
the other earring? I'll trade you for the other earring.
I mean, you can go
Shoe.
first. Here, how about this? How about this? You want to go? You can go first. You know so much.
Yeah,
And you
let
see
them
it's
go
just like
first.
it's just two teenage humans. They go by and they're just like, all right. And one is like looks at this. Oh, they look and they see like in the corner there are these rune stones that are casting the minor illusion onto the floor, and they're like, "Oh, we just run across." And the first one takes their step right in, and then you just hear the, and it's just like these air shots that are meant to scare like the kids as they're going across. They're like, "Oh my god!" And they run across. To the
Luna
other
does
side.
the same. Luna's like, ah!
You just feel.
We've killed them. We should have warned them. We could have warned them. We knew.
And eventually you get to
Bloody-
the other side. It's just, it was a fun little trick at the end that it gives you. Yeah, you've made it to the exit. And you see Oaxaca there waiting for you.
Well, you're not turned into toads.
Oh, we've
so I
got something
guess-
for you. Yes,
We
we're
got
not.
a
But
gift.
it's not very fun,
Gift.
but we did get a gift for you.
Not fun at all. But this will be fun.
This is fun.
Put it
It's
on.
for you.
I look.
Do you
at
even
the-
have any piercings?
I look at the
Can you have
earring.
piercings?
I look at the two of them. I go, if you put that on me, I will straight up not be happy.
Well,
Grumpy.
you're not generally. So is that supposed to be a deterrent?
Not change.
Here.
you go.
I take the earring and I just
Mhm.
put it in my pocket, just to appease them, and then I hand Andy the flyer, and I go,
It was this.
looks like something that you can finally do and not have to steal the money for once.
I don't always steal money, but Battle of the Bards. Well, that sounds right up my alley. Especially in this fun house. Not
It's a
fun.
waste of time.
Now that we did
Come
your
to
thing.
the dungeon. It's a fun dungeon. You
No,
It's
it's
not
not.
fun.
We get the pun, you jackass.
just
It's punny.
trying to make my money.
Yes. All right. Well, okay. Well, this isn't till later, so
Yeah, where are the others?
yeah. Where did they go?
Well, the heron gone, and
We will cut to them right now.
Yeah,
As Maring is pulling Finn quickly over to the pie-eating contest stand.
Oh God, it smells so good.
And it does. There are so many different bakeries being represented there, and they are actually pursuing contestants to represent them. So I need you, Maring, unless Finn, are
Yeah.
you participating as well?
I told her I would.
Okay, I need the two of you to roll a d4.
I got 4.
I did as well.
Well,
Oh.
the one who gets to your attention first is it's kind of like a friar-looking like priest, who is Finn. You recognize it as a member of the Church of Ancients, probably part of a local church nearby. He is plump. He is happy. He is holding a tray of pie samples. Like, would you like to try a piece?
I do. I totally do.
Oh my goodness, yes. It is the first piece is this delectable cherry pie with this amazing cream filling in the center. Finn, you see another piece that is just looks like this, really like the waft of pumpkin spice and nutmeg comes across it from it. Easily, just a pure delectable piece. When it comes to baked goods, people who tend to have all their time in the church or monks or anything, they're good cooks, so they know what they're doing. I am so blessed to see that the two of you have come to. Oh, the gods of across the multiverse have blessed me with it. Would you like to be my champions today?
Sorry. Yes, absolutely.
Always help you help out another man of faith.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, sister. If you don't mind, now since you're representing me, you will be having to sample. We've all been making a regulation size, and they're these like little mini pies that you see, and the samples are they're more to bring in the people of fine taste like yourselves. But these pies, they're very generic, not so much my thing, but quantity over quality, it seems. Now, the goal is to reach the first one to eat 20 of these little mini pies, if you want to call them. I think they're more of just fluffy cookies. But if you are the first one to reach to the 20, gets a share of the prize with their sponsor, which is me. I will, of course, be donating to charity, but you are more than welcome to keep your share.
That sounds great. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Jeremiah.
Jeremiah Maring. Finn.
Pleasure
Good to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
He looks at you, Mary. You know, I don't meet many people who come from the Feywild, but is that where your family is from, or are you directly visiting from there?
Well, I don't really know too much about the Feywild, to be quite honest with you, Jeremiah, but I'm from Terratalia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Oh, no. It's a bit of a rougher place for someone like me.
Well, I see lots of friars over there,
We do
not
our
doing the
best.
best things.
Oh, well,
But they are over there.
Well, I won't Don't judge. Don't judge. That's what I've been told. Don't judge. But very well. In a few minutes, if you could set yourselves up at the table, they give you these very nice napkins as bibs. And the timer will set, and then you just go to town, as they say.
Oh, I can't wait. 20 pies, light work. And she punches Finn in the elbow.
So you guys set yourselves up. And next to you, Finn, sitting to your left, is a large, like, half ogre. Kind of looks like he has come to play. Marrying next to you is a half orc. Kind of, like, skinny, but in that way that, like, the people from the hot dog eating contest at Coney Island look, where you're like, oh, they can pack it away. Don't ever judge it. Like, don't be misled by them. They're both friendly for you. They're given a little bit of, like, competitive ribbing, like, gotta watch your stomach, right? Bit of an iron stomach myself. That's why they call me Old Steel Gut. And you could see that he kind of has, like, this custom breastplate that's made to, like, really, like, protrude over and fit.
Love
and
it.
he just goes, and some people in the crowd are like, Steel Gut, yeah!
Love that.
They love me out there. They love
Yes,
me.
still guy, we love you.
The official comes in, this like wispy mustachioed gentleman with a very big white chef's hat. He kind of almost looks like the guy in front of the pizza box, the cartoon that you usually can see.
Yes.
But he is people of the Sylvan Empire. It is such a pleasure to be here. My name is Mertutio, and I am the head chef over at Mertutio's Palace, which, of course, you can all be invited to for wonderful cuisine of all sorts, especially of our local Waterganassi friends. But we have the wonderful pie-eating contest, and there's a roar from the crowd. Yeah! You will have 2 minutes to eat up to the 20 limit. If you beat the time, you have set a new record and will get a bonus. If you eat more than the other competitors within the 2 minutes, you will be our victor. So, pie eaters, are you ready?
Yeah.
Steel Gut go, yeah, bring it on. The lighter is one next to you is just going, yes. They have concentrated. They are in a zone. Mertutio pulls up a red silk napkin. Begin! And the tray of pies are immediately put in front of you. I need the two of you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. That, my dear DM, is a 19.
19 as well.
Oh,
yes! You'll love
Yeah!
to see it!
Oh.
You'll love to see it!
This spells horror for me eventually.
It is like water. It is like breathing. You have just inhaled one after the other. You are not even using the water that they give you to help clear your throat for some of them. But they're not the greatest little mini pies, but they're not bad. You see the friar is just kind of, yes, Steel Gut is just kind of, he's trying to like do that, like pounding at the table to try and get through it, and the timer goes a little bit closer to it, and now I need the two of you to give me a dexterity saving throw to see how dexterity check to see how quickly you will be able to get to that 20.
This is much less good, I'm sure.
First one to see is if you can handle the eating.
Oh,
Nat
that's
14.
a nat 20.
Oh!
For a 23.
So Finn, while you do survive, you end up tapping out just about 16. But Maring, at 1 minute and 58 seconds, you get to pie 20. They call the bell. Done. You are the victor. And Mertutio,
Maring
we have a new
hopped
champion.
on top of the table.
Oh, there she goes.
Yeah. Yeah! I'm
Gilgun is
wearing
going,
the cotton scale!
great job, kiddo. Great. And he like kind of goes over to the side.
Oh, no.
The friar comes up to you, and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much." Comes up to you, Mary. "Oh, thank you.
Oh,
This is
no
wonderful."
problem. No problem.
And he hands you each 2 gold pieces. There is your share. The rest of this is going to go to the wonderful charity. This is going to help our library over in the capital. We are building a new section all about the expansion of dragon lore.
Dragons?
Oh, you're
Really?
you're
Yeah.
a studier? Oh, wonderful!
Yes,
You should
yes, I
stop
love
by
dragons.
sometime. Please.
I would love to.
Oh, blessings to you, and blessings to you, sir. Thank you so much. And he goes and gives you these 2 little like corked bottles. This is just a special fun concoction I have. I call it sweet milk. It's a standard dairy, if you will, but it's got just enough flavor to last you. You take 2 sips, you'll full the whole day.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. It's like my good berries.
Yes.
Thank you, and I take the one of the 2 gold that he gave me, and I pass it back over to him. I said, "Please put this right back into the
Bless you. Thank you so much.
into the
Truly,
fund."
truly, Bahamut is looking down on you with approval and smiles.
Marion will keep both of hers. And just we'll keep both of hers. And it's going to like tap the friar on the shoulder. Just kind of like, it's great to meet you, Jeremiah.
Well, thank you so much. If you happen to be passing by any of the envoy discussions, I myself am going to be going over to, and he looks at, he looks over to, I'm going to be seeing Captain Marlowe. He is going to be discussing about his time in the Wandering Isles. It is an area of the world that I've always wondered so much about. If you happen to be there later, please, by all means, I might save some seats for you too. My champions.
Oh, that would be lovely. Oh, hey, yo, is there any way that we could get some like library cards or something real quick? Because I would love to check out that
I don't have any of the
dragon book.
paperwork by me, but I believe that eventually we can make something happen for you. And anytime that you find yourselves at the capital, come by to the library. It's one of the largest buildings there. We're very happy.
Bet.
And as with a graceful farewell and a few people congratulating you along the way, we go to Arlin. Arlin, you have this now free time on you. There is the closest area that you are by is the thrift area. If you'd like to go exploring, but there, and a little bit ways away, there's also the tail end of the games and activities area.
She would probably. Oh, well, actually, out of curiosity, how much was the stipend that she was given?
You got 10 silver.
Okay, thank you. She would probably. She's more inclined to wander.
Okay. Let's have you do. I guess survival would be for this one, just to kind of like figure out your direction and sense of, If it's high, we'll say you have a clear idea of where the easiest place to go to is.
16.
Yeah, I mean, you're tall, so you can see above the crowd.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy to see that there are some, a lot of people are quickly like packing over to sign up for different fights or different games. But some of the more tamer areas are where people are going to the local thrift areas for different items. And one particular shop has a magical trinkets assortment. And there's just this big display, shelves, and they all like fold out to shoves, and just different shapes and sizes. And it seems almost like this. The vendor kiosk itself is a magical item, as it almost feels like, where does it end in terms of shelves and where things are able to open up? It is a dwarven gentleman who's got his hair poofed out big time, beard braided fantastically. His eyes are popping with this just flair and makeup that he's got. He is boasting an appearance of a very like carnival style barker with a very flamboyant outfit of reds and deep purples and black stripes, and it's just like, come see my wares. I have things from all across this world. I have traveled many places, far and wide, discovered things, and brought them to you for reasonable prices. Come right up.
So she approaches, and is there anything that's super dusty, like not been touched in ages?
There does seem to be a section that's a bit more relic. And if you'd like to explore that area, roll a d100 for me, please.
Okay.
That's the best part about tables. For all you GMs out there, tables help so much in all your games. So this way, you don't have to improvise as much.
That's a 60.
A 60, okay.
Math is power.
As you look at different items, there is a pair of rose-tinted cat eye glasses.
Ooh.
That's the one that lusters a bit more than some of the others around you.
Okay.
When you put them on, just try them on, all of a sudden, there's just this, you can sense the amount of joy that is being expressed by everybody that is walking by. Almost like these different highlights of like an aura around them. Some brighter, you do see that when a kid drops their ice cream, or immediately drops, and then just mom says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll get you another one." Right back up. These kids are easy. They're the brightest ones. They're the ones that are popping up like, whoa, if it was like a happy radar of sorts.
Yeah. Just get like white flashes everywhere and just like, ow, yep, that must be a kid. Hold on.
So you kind of like realize like, oh, okay. And you look towards the gentleman who is selling another item, and he's got this green tea clay set in front of the person that he's trying to sell, and as he's describing it, it's just this. Yes, this was from the Jade Dragon Blood Tea sellers. As he's, and you can see that as the other person like starts to seem convinced. They look a little, maybe not. And his aura, as the less they get convinced, goes down a little bit more because he knows he's not going to make the sale. And despite his grand smile of just trying to, oh, don't worry, some things are not for everyone. And there is nothing about that matches the smile around him.
I take off the glasses and just... pardon, monsieur? Excuse me?
Yes.
I was wondering, I'm sorry, I did not mean to interrupt.
No. Some people's tastes vary. Some, they may be interested, but you seem like a curious mind.
Yes, it's not, gets me into trouble a lot.
Only the best people do. I have not introduced myself. I apologize. My name is Julian Moore. As in, the more I have, the more I can give.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Manon, c'est Arlin.
Fun. Such a beautiful language.
So I'm told frequently. I happened to find these lunettes.
Yes.
Comment? Combien?
Indeed. Well, have you tried them on?
Oui, yes.
Then you know their secrets.
It was quite bright. It was
Well, yes, they do react the most around children, as they have the purest brightness of joy coming from them. And that's exactly what you will see. They do need a bit of time of charging after a few hours of viewing through, but by dawn the next day, you will have a bright pair of joy-finding glasses.
How much?
You seem like a reasonable person. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. And she is definitely not hiding her cleric badge.
I am just about to. Great minds.
Sorry, what check did you say this was?
Make me a perception. Just to see if you can
Perception,
get a read on it. Actually, make it insight. Excuse me.
Okay, even better. That would make it a 13.
Okay, it is very obvious that he spots your badge and realizes it makes the connection as soon as he says, "I will give it to you for the low price of 10 silver pieces."
Oh, that's her stipend.
I don't do this for everyone, you know, but I know that
I know, and
contributing your abilities so well to this fair establishment.
I do appreciate it, and I think if not for me, there might be someone else in my group who could use these.
You travel with another band of adventure seekers.
They do seem pretty. They want to join. They want to be a party. They want to be a group together. But I was here to work, to travail. So I don't know. I just met them yesterday, so still new.
No, a stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet.
Very true. So.
And you're in luck to have several of strangers. Who knows? They could be your best friends.
Je n'avais jamais une amie.
He's just nodding
That's
like...
Maybe one day. So she does give over her the stipend. So she gives over
very much. Those glasses are yours and yours alone. Thank you so much.
Merci.
Merci as well.
And she will, just if she can, she's very curious if there is an arm wrestling thing around.
Let's see. Yes, there is in fact.
Sweet.
Yeah, the next one is just about a half hour in terms of their scheduled contest. And
would that line up with her work or no?
It would.
Okay.
So you may have to decide. So you can either check in with the rest of your party. You can check in with where your station is.
I would probably go and find the party just because I don't know what they're doing. If they're actually going to go through with this, I want to be at the arena or at the pit, wherever they're fighting, challenging, what have you. Yeah, so I'll go check in with the group because again, she's been apart from them for a little while.
I need everyone but Arlin to make a perception check.
With advantage, because told you.
Exactly.
All right.
It's gonna be a low DC.
16.
Perception?
Yeah.
18.
10.
At this point, we're just trying to see who spots her first.
You're too stuffed with pies.
Yeah.
I'm too busy.
Concentrating.
9.
I'm like, yeah, then.
Yeah, I've got 9.
Okay. Luna, what about you?
You're muted.
You're muted.
12.
12. Okay, so Oaxaca and Andy, you're the first to spot Arlin as she is just kind of doing that. She's looking for you, looking down, and there you easily are able to spot each other. And you all come together in this the busy about area, but it's kind of like a central it's a central area of this hub where people are going to different spots.
I look around, like, where do I see the shooting range?
If you look at the map, you will see that it is on. It's not too far from where you are, but it is definitely a lot closer to the fighting pits.
Well, I got one thing I want to do before I guess the pits are the way that everybody's going.
So how did everything go? Arlin, what did you end up doing? Did you work or?
Yes, I am in the middle of working here. So there was actually three fights that went on, and lot of cuts and bruises and broken bones. They are quite good fighters in there, and it was the head clerics. They are just doing so much, and it's very fast. C'est très rapide. And then I found this dwarf, and he was selling these trinkets, and I found these. Try them on. And I show her the glasses.
Oh, okay. I put them on.
Yeah.
When you look at the rest of the party, you see that Victoria is the brightest glowing. And with just the satisfied look upon her face. Finn not too far behind. Luna is enjoying it. Arlin as well. Oaxaca just barely getting there in terms of like a glow around him.
What is this?
They show if you are everyone's happiness. It's
Oh, Marion, you are very happy.
So happy. Guys, DM, do I have like a prize medal or like a little plate that said pie eater or something?
You definitely kept one of the pie dishes as a souvenir, even though they were just like disposable little tins.
Please tell me your face is just covered in cherry.
There is no question.
She has dark mocha fur, but you can see like the clumps of cherry,
There's crust
like,
and stuff like just hanging on,
like down her neck a little bit, and she's like, "Guys," and lifts up the pan. I won.
Félicitations.
Well, congratulations.
Well, we won, but I won. I won.
Well, that explains that. Yeah, these are amazing. She folds them up, and here you go. Very cool.
What'd you guys do?
We got Oaxaca an earring.
Oh
yes.
No.
Put it on for all of us. Show us.
Show us.
No.
Can you
what is
please
it?
model
I
it?
want to see it. Take it out. What is it?
Here, you can have it. And I toss her the earring.
No,
I catch it.
You can't just give a gift.
that was a gift for you.
To someone else.
And that's the first thing we said when we found it. We said Oaxaca.
Yeah, literally, we both said it.
No wonder I felt my spine shiver. And I like roll my shoulders.
Finn, when you see the earring, you do recognize the smiling face symbol on the earring, and it is of the god Tamora, which is also known as the goddess of luck or good fortune in from the Faerun pantheon, Feywild pantheon.
So, looks cool. I mean, if you don't want it, but I feel conflicted. I feel like these two are gonna hurt me if I keep it.
I look back at Andy and Luna and I go, fine.
We got it for you.
And I hold my hand out. I take the earring back and I put it in my pocket.
Selfless act.
It's
That wasn't
truly
so
not where
hard.
it's supposed to go.
Right, earring, not.
Marion, you have a little.
I point up. I point up at my head, at noting the lack of ears.
But in the feather.
You could like in a feather. Can't it like?
May I? And I put my hand out towards him.
I just stare back at him.
Well, this is awkward.
Oh, come on, Feathers.
That name's not going to stick.
It is a rather good nickname, actually.
It is.
Oh.
It's sticking with me.
It's already
Pretty
sticking.
stuck.
You,
I think it's
You
already
hear-
stuck.
you hear him grumble, and he's like, "Scheiße, and he like grumbles in Aran, which sounds like German. And can we just go to the shooting range, please?
Ooh, there's a
Do
shooting
you
range.
give him the earring?
I don't give him the earring.
Okay. Finn,
You get
can
this
you
soon.
make a perception check for me?
15.
There is a bit of like a faint, like, not quite sure, but it sounds like there is a bit of a whisper, like voice coming from that like area there. After he put it in his pocket, you kind of hear like this whispering in the back of your head. It's hard to make out for the most part, but it kind of sounds like it, like you got this feeling, like this compulsion that it's asking you to wear it. It's like this weird, like,
Is he like hiding it from us?
Am I hiding?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
would-
letting it kind of roll. It's more
you
so.
you don't react.
No, I have still kind of the look of dejection with my hand still out.
Oh.
Mind you.
Walker, he
so-
just wants to look at it. Just give it to him.
I'm gonna say this discussion is gonna be going on as we get to the range.
They're walking and talking.
Ah, brilliant.
Yes, very West Wing style. And eventually you get to the shooting range, and it is much a lot of like gunslinger types who are all looking to impress any of the nearby artificers that may want to sponsor them, or some law enforcement that they're trying to kind of like maybe get into good graces of. Give me a perception check from you, Oaxaca,
Oh,
to kind of get an eye of your competition.
natural 20.
You can tell a lot of these people are posers.
I
And
kind
this
of
is-
figured.
this is-
I kind of
this is going
figured
to
that.
be easy money for you. As a lot of them are just like trying to do flair, and they're mostly like, oh, yeah. They barely know what they're talking about in terms of the weapons they're handling. It's at the sign you see it's a 5 copper sign up, which easily hands over. They say you have to check your own weapons if you're carrying them, because they need to. You are going to be, for the fairness of the game, be provided the same type of pistol.
Oh shit! I thought you're showing off, but fine. I look around to the cops, and I look to see if I recognize any of them.
They seem like young kids who've kind of been put on patrol for this. The older law enforcement of the area is not going to bother with a festival, and they just kind of put the young cadets on board to look over stuff like this.
Well, I look at the guy operating the stand, and I was told by Eldon that this is a place where we can show our real skills. No offense to the weaponry you got here, but
No. In fact, these are Eldon's designs. They're made to kind of levy the playing field. They figure if you're good at what you do, you can master this no problem.
all right. I look at the selection. What do I see?
Basically what's being handed out is a single shooter pistol. They're a bit of a slow reload. It's more like kind of like pack in. It's meant to do just kind of a range shot, and you're each person taking turns. They're going to try. It gives you the allotted amount of time to pack in the next bullet.
I look at it, and I'm like, muzzle loaders, really?
It's kind of a traditional thing. Ever since the first ones that they made a few decades ago, they're just kind of a traditional thing.
I mean, shit, shelled ammunition's been around for 10 years.
And it's a bit more for the licensed kind. So
Oh,
it's
well,
just, we got to be careful.
Well, that explains it. And I like flip out the little passport that has a picture of a younger but still pissed looking Oaxaca in the front. And then there are pages of stamps that indicate different towns where he has been and has bounty hunted for. And he just flips the booklet shut and puts it in. And like, all right.
Very
I'm
much
chatting
like
with-
the newspaper images in a certain type of book about a student who goes, a kid who goes to a wizard school. The picture is an enchantment, so it's his image that of just a scowling, as much as a Aarakocra can scowl. You see it in the image of that is imprinted onto this piece of paper. He sees that he's checks out. He takes your weapons. They put them into a specific like little brass cage that's individually locked. So you'll get that at the end of the contest. Best of luck to you. It's 3 shots. Closest to this bullseyes are winners.
All right. I go up to the line and I look at the weapon and I check it out and I search back into my mind for the last time that I loaded a muzzle-loaded pistol and I
do a history check for me.
Can I do that with advantage since I'm a gunslinger?
Yes, since you obviously this is your weapon of preference.
History check?
Yeah.
5.
It's so plain and generic. It's kind of like, I know how to handle a gun, but like this is just, you even try to like just recreate something. Like there's no way you could identify the kind of model this was emulating. It's just like, this is so unremarkable. There's no way to figure out what they were trying to do.
I kind of look at it and I sort of smirk, thinking about the very first rusty pistol that I was handed all those years ago and how it eventually became the sidearm that's sitting in the locker right now.
So as each gunsmith and gunslinger is prepping, next to you are just 2 individuals that very plain clothed. One is a dwarven gentleman who is very trying to discreetly ask one of the attendants, look, I'm not saying I need a stool. I'm just saying that if you want me even level keeled at everyone else, just don't make a big deal out of it, okay? And the attendant just goes. And the one to that one was to your right. The one to your left is pretty big, like wide brimmed hat, keeping it low. Not too dissimilar clothing from you, but not so much a or sombrero, but just more of like a little wider brimmed hat, big dusty leather jackets, kind of like somewhat of a refined poker player you've encountered in different towns that tends to have a pistol at their sides. The scruff beard, looking at they tip their hat as a bit of gesture of sportsmanship. You could see the elven ears from behind their long hair that they move back to kind of get it out of their face as they prep.
Do I recall this person's name since I've met them several times?
That's just similar to someone that you've probably encountered on different poker tables in towns that you've happened to come across. It's almost like they're an archetype of sorts, but they're trying not to really call too much attention to themselves. So there are a few. There's about like 10 of you. You're kind of towards. You're like 4th in line. Eventually, gets to you. I will need you to. You're going to make an attack roll. So it's just a d20 roll. But since you instead of it being like you're firing your weapon, I'll let you do this with advantage because it's your weapon of preference.
Am I doing this since it's an attack roll?
So it's a regular d20.
Okay. On the screen?
No, you can just roll here. Yeah.
D20, got with advantage. A little 2, because I don't usually do that.
I mean, if you were firing a crossbow, it would just be a regular.
Yeah, 18.
18. Yeah, you do pretty well, and it gets into that center ring. Not quite bullseye, but definitely very, very close, as it just pierces right through. The same happens to the gentleman to your left as it goes from right to left, as the dwarven gentleman, unfortunately, fires, and it kind of like they didn't realize the reverb was, and they go back a little bit.
Gotta hold it with two hands, bro.
Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I just fine. You just gotta shake the rust off. It's been a bit, all right? The gentleman to your left, he fires. It's pretty close to a bullseye as well, and he just puts it down and folds his arms quietly, waits for the next one.
I repack the pistol, and I take aim, calibrating for the fact that even though I was aiming straight at the target, it kind of went up and to the right, so I counteract the aim and aim a little bit lower to the left of the target to see if it will travel up into the bullseye.
Give me an intelligence check to see if you can calculate this properly.
Intelligence. 3.
Okay, so on your next
Topsy-turvy over
turn,
here.
it's just going to be a straight roll.
Oh, lovely. All right.
So eventually it comes down the line again to you.
Another 18.
And the arc actually, you realize, okay, aiming it just a little bit, you think you overshoot it a bit, but then it turns out that the gun actually ends up accidentally calibrating for you from your overestimation, and you get even closer this time towards bullseye. Not quite, but definitely closer than before. The gentleman next to you, he picks up, has already loaded, he's doing it one-handed, and he looks, and then fires once right through, just like a hair's distance away from a bullseye, and he just puts it down. He's like, "Son of a bitch!"
Hey, brother, that's a kill in real life.
He just kind of shrugs it off, and yeah, if there's anything you want to do, again, something similar, you can do perception to kind of eye like a little bit more, like calculating your distance and stuff, or you can do the intelligence roll again. The DC will be a bit higher for you to try and get that bullseye, but I will say that your bullseye for DC is getting a little bit higher too.
Got it. I'm gonna do the perception check this time, just because I have a little bit more of a bonus in that. So let's see. Okay, that's 15 plus 4, 19.
The 19, you realize it might actually be best to change hands.
So I take it out of my right hand, I put it in my left.
Give me the attack roll with advantage again.
So before I make I hold my left arm out, and my mind kind of goes back to a dusty plain with a bunch of like mesa pottery bottles lined up on a fence, and a taller golden eagle Arakakra going like, "No, you must make sure that you aim correctly at the target. Take a deep breath and fire." And I go to shoot. 19. One better.
Almost fit. When you look at the marking, there's a judge. One of the attendants, judge tells one of the attendants, "Go take a look at that." They look at the mark, and it's right at the barrier where you actually do hit a bullseye this time. So they put a flag up of green that it's a bullseye, that it's a hit, and they put a marker on yours that on the third round you got a bullseye. The one next to you, the elven gentleman next to you, takes a look and gives a nod of approval. He takes his hat off. He wipes the sweat off his brow. He looks at yours. He switches hands too, just to see. Fires, but his apparently wasn't all that. Was a little bit different in calibrating, and he overestimates it and fires just way wide outside of the target. He's like, Can't win them all, right?
Ain't that the truth?
Hey, good shooting out there. What's your name?
Oaxaca.
Nice to meet you. My name's kind of looks around. I am can be a friend as long as you don't involve me with other people we may or may not know.
Let me tell you something, friend. I've had people say that line to me many a time, and since you haven't shot me in the back yet, I think you're in good graces so far.
Recognized you by well, thing.
Yeah, there ain't not a lot. I'm aware of the fact that there ain't a lot of Aarakocra walking around this part of the continent.
I used to run with a few fellas that told me to avoid a guy like you. And to be honest, surprised you didn't see me shaking in my boots.
Like I said, friend, nobody paid me to find you.
It's good to know because I have done a hell of a lot to make sure that I ain't living that life anymore. But if you're looking for some particular types, I really hope that you get into this guild, because otherwise dealing with law around here, it's a bit tougher.
Well, I know a few people around here as well, and I agree I guess bounty hunter registrations don't hold as much weight as they used to, but I've been keeping my eye on this place ever since I got the notice, and I think it'll help provide some intel that maybe I've been missing. But just curious, as we're walking out of the shooting range,
You guys are collecting your weapons at this point.
These guys who told you about me, were they orcish, half orc?
Oh, bad dude.
Tattoos on the upper right shoulder?
Mm-hmm. All the same kind.
And they're in the city?
Well, from what I hear, they might be doing some gun running. And, whether it's on the lower sections or not, I haven't seen it. But I've definitely heard about it, if you know what I mean.
Good to know.
Best of luck to you, friend.
Thank you. Didn't catch your name, by the way.
Because I didn't give it. Have a good one. He heads out quietly and trying to be discreet.
As I pass by the table with the guy handing out the pistols, I look at him and I go, "You got to recalibrate these things. They're shooting all over the place."
Well, good to know. I guess I'll talk to our gunsmiths and we'll take note of that. You know, I feel bad for that guy. And he points to the dwarf who's like pouring his hand. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, it's just it. You know, you put too much powder in these things. That's the problem.
Yeah. That's the things about city folk. Nothing's more dangerous than an asshole with a gun. And I put mine into my holster and sling the rifle across my back. So, what do I win?
They give you 5 gold.
Ooh. Well, thank you kindly. And I leave a gold for the person running the pistol stand. I just flip it into his hands and I go, "Have a nice day." And I walk back to the group.
And back with the group, you guys are all seeing that he has come back with a little bit more gold in his pocket.
If Arlin was watching, would she have seen the dwarf hurt his hand?
Absolutely.
She would have gone to help.
I'm just saying that it burns.
Oui, non, d'accord. Bonjour.
I have been blessed to be certain.
She just sits down and gets more on his level and just
You're celestial.
No.
You're the most beautiful creature I've ever seen.
Heal me, tall mommy.
I mean, I don't mean to be forewarned, but my goodness, I didn't know they made people like you.
We? I don't. I just.
As
Give
you're
me your hand.
He's just wrapping some bandage around an ointment. And...
She's stuttering the entire time, just going, what are you talking about? Just sort of.
Thank you very much, dear lady. That language just gets me every time around here.
I just, if this starts to hurt again, just come see me.
Oh, you'll be
by
the first
pit.
one I look for, that's for sure.
D'accord. Well, I'm easy to find.
I'd say.
She sort of gets up, goes back to the group, and just has a really kind of like.
Arlin's got a boyfriend.
He lied to you.
Shoves you, Luna.
Luna just gets kicked into a pile of barrels. It's like, ah!
So yeah, the you guys head back to the fight pits. You see that it's actually closed down. Tank Tullman is standing outside his the area talking to other officials. It's like, no, we said no lethal weapons. All right, I don't want anything like that coming into here and making this thing disgraceful. We do not. And he's just berating some of the guards that it's you let them bring it. You had no foresight whatsoever to bring it to here.
Arlin immediately goes to the tent, goes to the first aid tent.
He is just scolding people, and there is a person to the side. They are there is a halfling that is treating a stab wound that it's just like it's bandaged up, but they are like holding it tightly.
Shit.
And Tullman is just pissed off, and he like smashes a table and leaves this huge splintered dent inside of it. This is not how we do things here at the guild. None of you would be worthy of wearing this symbol. He storms out. The cleric that was instructing you says, "Oh, dear, I'm sorry, but we're kind of. You're free. You have the rest of the day. You're free to. It seems like this just someone came in and snuck in a dagger during their fight. No." They've been locked away, though. The authorities came and they took care of them.
Is anyone hurt? Did they...
Oh, the poor gentleman over here, he took a dagger to the side. And we were able to close it up, and he's going to be okay, but it's certainly going to leave a bad scar.
Wait, that is what fighting does. It...
Hey,
can't
bro.
heal everything.
I like mosey over to the halfling and like, hey, little brother.
Hey, you catch the fight?
No, I was over at the shooting range, but I did hear you got a little bit of a nick.
Yeah, to say the least.
This guy who stuck a knife in, you get a good look at him?
Oh, yeah, apparently he was kind of shady looking, hooded, and I just got this like angry face on him. He just came after me. I don't know. I'm Anzier, by the way. He holds out his he winces.
Yeah, don't worry about it, brother. I get it.
Sorry. I don't know. He just got this wild look in his face. I heard from the authorities that apparently he was like running with the crew last night, and they ran. One of them they ran away from this fight that was going on.
Oh, they were.
I'm glad they got that bastard though. God, that hurts.
Oh yeah. Well, at least only one of them got through to here. You don't got to worry about the rest of his friends coming back.
So, I mean, are you with the guild? I just figured that's why you were talking to me.
No, I'm just consider it a fellow adventurer, just checking up on another human being.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
giving up
half-
this life though. No, I'm not cut out for this. There's no way. It's ow. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest. Maybe get out of here. I don't know. Good luck. The rest of it. Ow.
You too, brother.
Limps away.
And I kind of walk back to the group and I go, seems like our little assailant was one of the bums in the alley that got away.
Damn it.
They say that they have him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Didn't know.
We
About the
can
others.
peut-être go and check and speak.
Well, the cops have him, and the ones that in the alley said that they were tracking him down, so the authorities have him. Not really much we can do at this point.
I'm going to make a quick
sorry.
perception check, if that's okay, just to see
Yeah,
if I can
please.
see anyone else who looks similar to the people we fought last night.
Okay.
16.
As you do a scope, you do see that someone in similar clothing to what you encountered is heading, it seems, towards the stage area where the publicly advertised Battle of the Bards is going on.
You guys, does that guy looking over, heading over towards the stage right there, looks a little bit familiar, right?
I cock an eye over in that direction. Do I see the individual too?
yeah, I look too as
Yeah,
well.
when it's once Finn points out pretty well enough, you do recognize that it does look like someone that was part of that gang that you ran into in the alley.
Was
If-
that one of the ones who wanted to go after Claude?
Fuck.
If
Let's
they,
ask him a couple questions.
If they messed up and interrupted the fighting pit, I can only imagine they're going to try to do similar to the Battle of the Bards. I mean, Andy, you said you were planning on entering that, right?
Well, I mean, obviously.
Okay, so how about we head over? You could enter, and we can try to keep an eye out and run a little bit of
Are we
security, so to say.
Are we
Okay.
using Andy as bait?
No, she
Or
went
we
with
could
the
pummel
Barnett.
him. Or we could pummel him right here, right now. Let's go.
I
mean-
enjoy that.
I don't think that prospective members of the guild should start off their membership by pummeling a random audience member right now.
Especially, the guy looks like he was wearing the same thing of the people last night. We don't know for sure that he's part of it, but if we keep an eye on him, at least we can. If he tries some trouble, we can at least stop it ahead of time.
All
Because
right,
they're
all
not after me. They're after Claude. Should someone I could find him and
Well, if
warn
Claude's
him?
going to take part in it as well, he was a bard as well. So I mean,
yes.
hey. So hey, I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
Night.
if you're on stage, if you're on stage with him, you'll be right there to protect him if something happens.
I mean, let's not get too hasty.
I'm just saying.
But I mean,
Well, to be honest, that asshole looks like he needs protecting 24/7. So really,
Claude?
anyone with a
Yes.
stick could probably do a good job.
Right.
Can I
Now
at
look,
least tail him?
Yes, if you'd like. Yeah.
was that a joke? Was that a Harry joke?
What?
Look,
Marion looks at everyone confused, does not get the joke.
I look at Mary and I go, just don't.
Don't what? Don't what?
Don't
What?
worry about it.
Well, you
Mary.
making fun of me?
I'm not making fun of you. They don't get tail jokes.
Oh. Okay.